Welcome to Dextor Plays Homeworld, Deserts of Kharak. This is a prologue to the Homeworld 2 series. It covers the discoveries of the people of Kharak that lead into the Homeworld 2 storyline. Let's go in and take a look at this. This is put out by Blackbird Interactive and it's licensed from Gearbox software. So we'll take a look at the tutorial first. We're going to keep this up on classic difficulty. And we'll go through and I'll talk about units and gameplay. I might make some comparisons to Homeworld 2, but I'm going to try to avoid that storyline. If you're going to play through this series yourself, these games, I would suggest playing this one first, and then going into Homeworld 2. It gives you a little bit more of a continuity in the storyline. I'm going to let the introduction speak for itself.
In this tutorial, you'll learn the basics of how to play.
Woohoo! I want to play. So we're seeing a couple of the light attack craft there at the bottom, little dune buggies.
Confirmed. Objectives are displayed on the left. These are your gameplay goals.
They do a nice job of introducing the interface, the UI interface here.
Move selected units by clicking the right mouse button on a position.
So go over here and do a right click. You can do a drag or you can do a click on one to grab one. So we're going to go through moving.
Hold shift when issuing commands to queue them.
Destination set.
This is an important ability to be able to do the hold shift to move things around. You're going to find yourself doing this, especially in this series of Kharak. Homeworld 2, it's also useful.
Next, you'll learn how to control the game camera. Scroll the mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
A couple of things about this.
And move the mouse to rotate and pitch the camera.
Look at those. Look at the detail on these guys. This is kind of cool.
Press backspace to reset the camera to its default orientation. Panning the camera is just as easy.
You're going to find that this is going to be a very useful way of interacting with the
arrow keys on your
game.
Keyboard, or hold down the middle mouse button and move the mouse.
I did not find that the use of the arrows being very useful. I did almost everything by dragging.
Units is displayed in the bottom left. Command buttons like attack and move are displayed in the bottom right. This is a command carrier. It produces units for combat and resourcing. The command carrier is your mobile headquarters, durable but lightly armed. You can press the home or tilde key to select your carrier at any time. Move the carrier to the marked position.
Strike responding. Guard position set.
Press the F key to focus the game camera on selected units. The camera will follow focused units while still allowing you to zoom and rotate. Pan the camera in any direction to break focus. Press the space bar to open the Sensors Manager.
So these are really going to be your two views. You're going to be looking at sensors.
Within the sensors
you can scroll in and out.
Red icons represent enemy units.
To be able to see these units.
White icons represent your units. Your selected units are green. Orange and blue triangles represent resources. Blue domes represent the sensor range or vision of your units. Enemy units within contact range are marked with a red circle. As your units get closer, they'll be in sensor range of the enemy. At this point, you will see each enemy unit clearly.
So those little red ping marks just tell you that there's something there and you got to get close enough to actually see it. So now that we've done the spacebar, we can see the sensor man. We can do the same sort of scrolling around. And if we really wanted to, you can use the arrow keys. Again, I don't tend to do that. I tend to just click in a spot. For example, I'll click on the carrier, hit F to center on it, and go back in. My only gripe here, I'd say, would be the fact that when I do my zooming in and out, it's actually a little bit too intense for me. I would like to see a little bit more of the tactical screen.
When this line appears broken, the selected unit cannot fire on its target. This indicates that high terrain or an obstacle is blocking the unit's line of fire. You will
That's a critical
have
point.
to move units around the obstacle or onto high ground in order to achieve a clear line of fire.
This game does have line of sight,
Select your light
unlike
attack
Homeworld
vehicles
2.
and use them to destroy the enemy units.
Group 1 designated.
You can right-click an enemy unit to attack, or press
So I can see I can drag it around with my mouse.
to attack move.
Green line
To command your units to attack a group of enemies, hold the control key and drag a box around the target enemy units.
move order confirmed.
So here's a couple of things here. Again, if you see, for example, I put my key over this light attack vehicle, you can see the broken line for the line of sight. This can be used to our advantage. When we've got like long-range units coming in and attacking us, we can kind of sneak in underneath the dunes.
On our way.
Kind of like this. And they won't be able to attack us.
Move order
So I
confirmed.
can actually come in and up and over here. So I'm pretty close. I'm actually in attack range normally. Now if I hide underneath here, watch when this guy pops up.
Light attack vehicle is under fire.
They get lit up pretty quick, and so I can actually bring most of my force to bear
Strike craft.
while they don't
destroyed.
get all of theirs against me. And in this particular case, you can see I pretty much toast the
our
enemy
way.
units without losing
Select
anything.
Command carrier now.
Carrier here.
The command carrier has a unique power shunting system used to manage combat and production capability.
Confirmed.
Add all available power to the turret network system.
So now what I did was I
Carrier
selected the
copy.
carrier. I had
Strike
brought in
confirmed.
my units that were damaged. I put them in close. And now the repair beams are going to repair my guys before I go on. This is another key point when you're playing this game. There are triggers to progress within the mission. You want to be careful about when you trigger
Carrier.
things.
Carrier repair systems are
So now I'm going
unavailable.
to put it in a turret.
Weapon systems online.
Hostile on sensors. Authentication pending.
So now we got some more light
Enemy
attack
forces
craft
are
coming
attacking
in.
the carrier. Destroy them.
My carrier is going to be able to take them. But notice I've got all my light attack craft in the back. They won't actually react and start to attack these guys. They won't move out, but they will attack when they get into range. So now effectively what I've done is I'm
Red
using
alert.
the carrier as a
Carrier
shield.
taking fire.
This is something that
Strike
we'll end up
craft
doing a
taking
number of
effective
times
fire.
throughout this campaign.
With the right power distribution, the command carrier can hold its own in combat.
Low-level diagnostic on your primary coolant exchange module. Verify stabilities.
Selecting a unit and pressing the Move or Attack Move command button displays the terrain overlay. While the terrain overlay is active, some terrain is color shaded to display its relative height. The three colors of the terrain overlay represent high ground, low ground, and neutral ground. When a unit takes position on the high ground, it deals extra damage when attacking units on lower terrain. The enemy have deployed armored units. You'll have to find another way to defeat this enemy force.
So now we've figured out how to move.
Railguns are most effective when firing from long range. However, they can be easily overwhelmed by short-range strike craft, like light attack vehicles.
So now we're being introduced to the effective
Craft in AO. Maneuver for visual
rock, paper,
confirmation.
scissors.
Receiving.
So I'm going to grab these guys. I'm going to start throwing them into control groups.
Fleet Group 2 assigned. Control.
Assign a control group by holding the control key and pressing a number key. Select the units in a control group by pressing the corresponding number key.
Ready. We've got hostile on sensors. Confirm visual. I'm ready.
Use the boost ability on your light attack vehicles to intercept the enemy.
On our way.
Select the light attack vehicles and left-click the boost ability button. Then issue a move command.
Copies. On our way.
So now the armor is more effective
As
against the
vehicle
light
crews
attack
score
craft.
kills in combat, they'll earn veterancy. Veterancy improves combat ability.
You can see how they can pretty much chew right through those labs.
Select a vehicle
And this guy,
mouse over
I'm going
the
to send them right on in here
ability
because
in the
light
lower
attack
right corner
can't really
of
do
the command
diddly
Destroyed.
against the
Veteran
railguns.
units also have a veterancy badge visible on their health bar.
And I'm going to bring these guys down here.
Friendly.
Repair and preserve veteran units. When your forces are outnumbered, veteran troops can turn the tide of battle.
So you can see I've got these guys taken care of. Boom, done. All right, now come back in
Line
here.
open out there.
I want you to get close to the carrier.
Carrier copies.
I'm going to turn off his
Systems offline.
turret,
Be
turn on his
advised.
repair.
Carrier repair systems online. Weapon systems online. Armor systems
Ready.
active.
Cleared for move. Acknowledged. New heading set.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these guys in for a flank. They'll be able to get a pretty good shot in on these guys.
We're clear to move and engage.
One of the other things I would like to be able to see is to be able to hold the shift key and get a direction for your formation. I have to do some kind of squirrely things to get my formation to be in the right spot.
Go for carry.
Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these guys. This guy's in good shape. I'm going to peek him up here for some spotting. Come on, you.
On our way. Railgun copies.
And these guys should be within range to do their attacks.
Operators, CENTCOM, intel package active.
Confirmed.
Respond immediately.
Destination
Hello.
set on me. Run and check.
Peekaboo!
We're
I can
moving
see
up.
him.
Tracking armored craft on approach. Hostile detected. Visual unconfirmed.
No,
Coordinates
not close
confirmed.
enough? Alright.
Railgun reading you. Let's roll out.
Let's move it a little bit closer.
Let's move.
See if I can get my range in now.
Move order confirmed.
No?
Go ahead. Green line confirmed.
I guess I have to have visibility with my
Strike
assault
responding.
vehicles.
Prep for displacement. Ranged online.
There we go.
Go for armor. Green line confirmed.
So you can see these guys are
Hostile
really
armor
effective against armor.
Put fire on their
So
armor.
I can get range on them, and I can really chew these things up. So don't take your armor and do a full charge into a railgun.
Receiving.
Not a good
On our
idea.
way. Ramp up fire intent. Green
Alright,
line
with that, I'm
confirmed.
going to bring my armored units back here.
All
Bring my
systems
rail
green.
back.
The enemy has deployed a mixed attack force. No single unit type will excel at destroying this target. However, aircraft can attack this force with impunity.
Carrier here.
Select the command carrier to launch aircraft.
Strike fighter.
Launch aircraft by selecting the carrier and clicking the Launch Ability button. After left-clicking the button, left-click a target location to launch your aircraft. While deployed, aircraft can be selected and issue commands just like other vehicles.
Down.
Once their ammunition is depleted, aircraft will automatically return to the command carrier to reload and repair.
So you can see, I can actually get over here, watch this screen over here. I got a couple more groups I
Strike
can
fighter
take in.
coordinates dialed in.
So I'm going to take them in.
Attack vector.
Excellent work. You have completed the tutorial.
Sweet!
You're ready to explore the vast deserts of Kharak.
Yeah, I am. Bring it on. So at the end of each of these missions, we'll get our campaign, we'll get a score on this. The tutorial doesn't have one. But the next mission is going to be Epsilon Base. Come back and join me as we take on Epsilon Base. Homeworld, Deserts of Kharak. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching another episode of Dextor Plays. Please leave a like or subscribe, and post any tips or tricks down below.